What's up, guys? Wiggy here, workingclassfitness.com. And one question I get asked quite a bit about is rest periods. How long should I be resting between sets? How long should I be resting between exercises? How long should I rest between complexes? Blah, 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 blah. Should I rest longer? Should I rest shorter? I read here that this guy said this and that guy said that, and should I rest longer for this type of workout or for that type of workout or whatever? What should I do? And the answer is 45 to 90 seconds. That's it. 45 to 90 seconds. Between sets, between exercises, that's all you need to know. That was too short, wasn't it? You're expecting more than that. You want me to explain. What about 3 to 5 minutes? What about really short rest periods? Just 45 to 90 seconds, that's it, huh? Yeah, that's about it. Okay, I guess I should explain. Honestly, rest periods, it's one of those topics that everybody just way overthinks. And most people just make it too complicated, and they make it too tough. If you are lifting very, very heavy, and you're lifting specifically for strength and only for strength, resting longer periods, 3 to 5 minutes between sets, that can help. Help your strength building efforts. The main reason why it does, your body will recover more so that you can actually exert more effort into your next set. But the big deal is you're letting your nervous system, your CNS, recover fully between sets, and you're not going to blast your CNS as much there. If you're doing conditioning work, complex and stuff like that, of course you're going to want to compress rest periods. I'm of the mind, because most of the workouts I design are obviously for MMA or for fighters, combat sports, and then even the guys that don't do MMA or that don't fight, your regular Joes that want to be in fighting type shape, they want to be strong, fast, and conditioned, and have great work capacity, and so they want to do the same kind of thing. I look at it as being very well rounded. You don't want to have to rest too long. You don't want to rest too short. Because being strong is great, but it doesn't do you any good if you've got to rest 5 minutes in between attempts. If you go out and you exert maximum or near maximal effort, let's say, and if you're zapped for 5 minutes after that, in the real world, you're just not worth a shit. I'm sorry. That's cool for the gym or maybe for a lifting competition, and that's great if that's what you're doing and that's your goal and that's what you do. Then hey, knock yourself out, rock on, and go for it. But in regular life or in MMA or most sporting situations, that's just it's not a feasible thing. You've got to have a little bit more conditioning than that. You've got to be able to exert maximal or near maximal effort, and then turn around and do it again relatively quickly. It doesn't mean right away, but you've got to do it again in sooner than 5 or 6 minutes. At the same time, you want to manage fatigue. If you don't rest enough, you're going to zap your body so much that you never recuperate fully to the point to where you can exert full effort. And you're always you got the only real sets, whether you're talking straight sets of exercises or complexes or what have you, the only real sets you're performing at any kind of near I don't want to say maximal, but at full capability are the first ones of the workout. After that, you're just steadily declining and declining and declining and declining because you never actually get to rest any. I've seen, because I obviously, if you've seen my stuff or you got any of my workouts, I'm a massive fan of complex training, and complex training is something that's in a lot of my programs. I actually tell people to rest more during a lot of complex training, especially when they get started, because most people are not used to it. They go in and they start doing complexes, and it just knocks them flat on their ass, in the first workout or two. Especially my style of complex training that uses, a lot of compound movements and athletic exercises and stuff like that. It just knocks people flat on their ass, and after a couple of rounds, they're done. They're just totally gassed, and they don't have anything else left. Well, I would rather see somebody, let's say, rest a little bit more, whether it's between rounds or even take what I call our mini rests, short 5 to 8 breath rests in between each exercise within a complex. Manage that fatigue so that you can actually extend your gas tank and work further and do more volume and do more work in that workout before you totally peter out. So just while on one end of the continuum, resting too long doesn't do you any good in the real world. Resting too little on the other end of the continuum doesn't do you any good because you don't ever get to build up any capacity because you gas out too fast and you can't ever really build up any of that endurance you need. So that's why I say 45 to 90 seconds. That's a good mid-range between everything. You know, it's not too short, it's not too long. It's just a good mid-range that'll allow you to you can apply it for your strength work, for your conditioning work, your speed work, almost anything. And by and large, taking kind of an 80-20 type approach to it, that will work for almost anything you want to do. So the only caveat I would have is don't be stupid about it. If you're in good shape and you hit your workout and you feel good before 45 seconds and you're ready to go for your next set, hey, go for it. Don't think, oh, well, I'm locked into this 45 to 90 seconds because Wiggy said so. No, I mean, if you're good after 30 to 35 seconds, go for it. Now that doesn't mean go ahead after another 15 seconds or something like that. Again, use your head, but if you're ready because you're in better shape a little bit earlier than that, go for it. But otherwise, stick in that 45 to 90 seconds, and really, you're not going to mess it up too bad. You're going to get everything you need out of it. So try that out. Let me know how it goes. That's it for this video. Don't forget to subscribe to my channel. Like and share this video on Facebook. Tweet it out to all your friends on Twitter. And don't forget to join all the cool kids on the Working Class Newsletter list. You're going to see a link here at just a second at the end of this video. Click that link, enter in your email address, and I'll be sure to let you know when all the new YouTube videos come out. I'll send you tips and advice on how to build muscle and improve your conditioning, get in fighting shape, whether you're a fighter or a regular guy. And I'll even send you a free sample of Working Class Fitness Killer MMA workouts. Sound good? All right. Catch you on the flip side. Train hard, rest hard, play hard.